Welcome to another new video of interesting math problem on our channel Math Solutions for You. Please do like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Every month, Jack spent 80% of his monthly income before retirement. After retirement, his monthly income reduced by 40%. By what percentage should Jack reduce his monthly expenses post-retirement to have the same amount of savings each month as before retirement? So let's approach this problem systematically in a step-by-step manner and set up some nice equations that would help us obtain a solution to this problem. For the start, I basically list out what used to happen before retirement, so that's pre-retirement, and then in parallel we'd also map how things are changing post-retirement. So we start with the pre-retirement elements first. So let's consider the monthly income and let it be I. So some would like to assume a round figure of 100 or whatever, but it doesn't simply matter. So the reason I wanted to use some symbolic notation is I want to show basically how you can set up simple equations to solve this problem, which would apply not only just for this problem but similar problems that you may get in standardized tests. So let the pre-retirement monthly income be I, and then the monthly expense pre-retirement is E, and that's given as 80% of I and 80% of his income, right? That was his expense, the amount he used to spend each month before retirement. And 80% is basically, if you want to express it as a fraction, you can do 80 by 100. So that's 80 by 100 times I, and then you reduce it to 4 by 5, so it's 4 by 5 multiplied by I. And then savings is simply income minus expenses. So the monthly savings would be the monthly income minus monthly expenses. So it's I minus E, which comes to I minus 4 by 5 multiplied by I, because the expense E is 4 by 5 multiplied by I. So you just substitute that and we get I by 5. Which makes sense, because if he's spending 80% of his monthly income before retirement, that means he's saving 20%, and 20% is basically 1 by 5. So it's 1/5 of its income, I, that is his monthly savings. Now let's come to the things post-retirement. So post-retirement, first of all, his monthly income, and here the notation I'm using for post-retirement figures or symbols is just apply a dash. So it's I dash monthly income, and that's simply equal to it's reduced by 40% compared to his income before retirement, right? So to calculate that with respect to I, the fraction of I will be simply 100 minus whatever the amount the reduction was. In this case, it's 40%, so 100 minus 40, and then you divide by 100. So that's the fraction of his pre-retirement income, and that will give you his monthly income post-retirement. So I dash is equal to 100 minus 40 divided by 100 multiplied by I, and this comes to 60 by 100, and 60 by 100 is just 3 by 5, so it's 3 by 5 multiplied by I. So that's his monthly retirement I dash after retirement. What about his monthly expenses, E dash? So this is his post-retirement monthly expenses. That's something that we have to find out. We don't know what it is, so let's give it a placeholder for now. let it be E dash, just to be consistent with the symbols that we were using. And then his monthly savings, well, we have to actually find his monthly expenses post-retirement so that his monthly savings doesn't change. The amount remains the same. So his monthly savings post-retirement S dash should be equal to his pre-retirement savings S. And we know that S is equal to I by 5. So now we come to the part where we actually find, what the monthly expenses E dash is post-retirement. And we know that savings post-retirement should be equal to income post-retirement minus expenses post-retirement. So I dash minus E dash equal to S dash, right? And we know that I dash is 3 by 5 I. We don't know what E dash is, so we are going to find it out, right? And S dash we know is equal to S is equal to I by 5. So we have this equation 3 by 5 multiplied by I minus E dash is equal to I by 5, from which you can solve for E dash in terms of I, and that comes to 2 by 5 multiplied by I. So we have to find out by what percentage should Jack reduce his monthly expenses so that his savings stay the same post-retirement. And we know what the expenses post-retirement need to be in terms of his income I pre-retirement. So that's 2 by 5 multiplied by I. But now we have to find how much percent change this was compared to his pre-retirement expenses, which was actually 4 by 5I. So anytime you're asked to calculate a percentage change, and in this case the percentage change is relative to his pre-retirement monthly expense. So the way to evaluate that is simply, you basically obtain the difference of the two, so that's in the numerator. In the denominator, you basically have the quantity E, which is basically relative to what you're calculating. So in this case, it's relative to the pre-retirement expenses. That's the percentage reduction you're calculating. And then you multiply it by 100. So the change is the numerator. Then whatever it is relative to, that's in the denominator. In this case, it's the pre-retirement expenses, right? And then you multiply it by 100. So it's E minus E dash divided by E multiplied by 100. And now we know each of these quantities in terms of I, so we can do the substitution. So it comes to 4 by 5I minus 2 by 5I in the denominator, the numerator. And in the denominator, we have 4 by 5 multiplied by I. So just substituting E dash and E, which you have already found out, right? E is 4 by 5 I, and E dash is 2 by 5I. So just substitute that, and this comes to 50. So you have basically in the numerator 2 by 5, the denominator is 4 by 5. So we got the fraction there is half, and then half multiplied by 100 as a percentage, this comes to 50%. So the correct choice in this case will be option C, 50.